Welcome to our Construction Calc tutorials. Construction Calc is an app available on the Apple App Store as well as the Google Play Store. Today we will be taking a look at the settings screen of the iOS version. Settings should be your first stop when you use Construction Calc. The settings can drastically affect your results. The settings can also affect what you are expecting to see and what you are actually seeing. It is important that you understand exactly what each setting does and how it will affect your calculations. So let's go ahead and bring up the settings screen. To do this, you will simply click on the blue gear button in the top right corner of the app. This will bring the settings screen up. So we'll go ahead and go through these settings one at a time. So in the first section, the numbers section, the first setting we have is decimal precision. Decimal precision can be set between 0 and 8. The decimal precision affects displayed numbers by rounding the fractional portion of the displayed number to this many digits to the right of the decimal place. All calculations within the app still use 8 decimal places in order to maintain accuracy throughout the calculation process. Only displayed numbers use this setting. We recommend keeping this as low as possible while still maintaining the accuracy you require for your job. High values here will tend to fill your calculator's display with large decimal values or run-on decimal values. For example, 4 divided by 3 will display 1 with repeated 3s. So as you can see, if our setting is on 8, 4 divided by 3 will result in a lot of 3s. But if we go back in and we don't require that kind of decimal precision, we can set this to 2, and while the calculator will still be using 8 decimal places in the calculation, you'll see that it will only display 2. Our next setting is inch precision. Inch precision is a fractional value you can set between 1/2 to 1 over a million. This setting is used by the calculator when displaying fractional inches. The setting will control how precise of a fractional inch will be displayed. For example, if a result is calculated to 3/32 and your inch precision is set to 1/16, the calculator will reduce to 1.5 over 16 and round it to 1/8 of an inch. For maximum precision, this setting can be set very small, such as 1/64. However, if the work being performed does not require such precision, this can be a major nuisance. For example, a typical measuring tape is divided into 1/16 of an inch, so a result in 64ths would be pointless. Be aware that the setting will not affect values you input or internal calculations. For example, 3/32 plus 3/32 will result in 3/16 of an inch. The next setting is lock denominator. The lock denominator setting allows you to lock the fractional inch. This setting will lock the fractional inch denominator to the value set on inch precision. With this switch turned on, any fractional inches will be forced to the closest denominator value and also will not be reduced. For example, 1 inch plus 1/4 inch will result to 1 4/16 of an inch. This setting is for a very specific purpose and will typically be left off. The next setting is include yards. With the include yards setting turned off, the calculator will not show yards in any result. For example, 100 feet plus 100 feet will equal 200 feet. With the switch on, the result will be 66 yard, 2 feet. The next setting is use decimal inches. With this switch on, fractional inches will be displayed in decimal format instead of fractional inches. For example, 2 feet divided by 5 will result to 4.8 inches instead of 4 51/64 of an inch. The next setting is simplify distances. This setting will determine whether distance results are simplified down to component parts or not. For example, with the switch on, 40 inches plus 30 inches will result to 5 foot 10 inch. With the switch off, the result will be 70 inches. Next, we have memory usage. This section of settings allows you to control the maximum amount of memory used by each number of storage location. The numbers actually require very little memory, however large values here can make the lists of numbers quite unruly and the app be a little less responsive. The next setting is button sound. With the switch on, the calculator keys will play a keyboard clicking sound, and with it off, the app will produce no sound at all. At the very bottom of your settings is simply a section that shows what version of the app you are using, the version and build number. And that's it for settings. I hope you really enjoy our app and that it saves you tons of time. If you require more help, please be sure to check out our written manuals and other video tutorials. The links can be found in the description below. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to keep up to date with new tutorials and new apps. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you soon.